Have you ever felt a knot in your stomach just thinking about taxes? Perhaps you've seen the headlines, heard the horror stories, or simply felt overwhelmed by the sheer complexity. If you've watched the videos in this series, you've probably noticed something different. We haven't tried to make taxes exciting, nor have we focused on elusive tricks or shortcuts. And crucially, we haven't framed taxes as something to fear. That's entirely intentional. In this final, capstone video of our series, we're going to step back and explore what taxes truly are, and perhaps more importantly, what they are not. Because understanding taxes isn't about memorizing every single rule or regulation. It's fundamentally about gaining a clear, empowering perspective that transforms anxiety into confidence. Taxes often feel incredibly personal, touching upon aspects of our lives that matter deeply to us. They directly impact our hard-earned income, the fruits of our effort, and our sense of financial security. For young adults just starting their careers or students navigating their first paychecks, this can be a particularly sensitive area. When something appears to go wrong with our taxes, it can easily feel like a personal judgment or a direct attack on our financial well-being. This feeling is amplified for small business owners, where tax obligations are intricately linked to their livelihood and the success of their ventures. It's natural to feel this way when your money is involved. However, it's crucial to understand that the tax system isn't designed to evaluate you as an individual or to pass judgment on your worth. Its primary function is far more objective and systematic. It's built to process vast amounts of financial information at scale from millions of individuals and businesses in a consistent manner. Confusing the system's objective function with a personal assessment is a common pitfall that creates unnecessary stress and anxiety. By separating these two ideas, we can begin to approach taxes with a calmer, more rational mindset. This shift in perspective is the first step towards demystifying the entire process and reducing that pervasive tax anxiety. At its very core, the tax system is a structured framework, not a chaotic entity. It comprises a comprehensive set of rules and regulations, meticulously designed to be applied consistently across a multitude of diverse financial situations. Whether you're a student earning your first wages, a seasoned taxpayer, or a small business navigating complex deductions, the underlying principles remain the same. This intricate system relies on several fundamental pillars to function effectively. Firstly, it depends on self-reporting, where individuals and businesses accurately provide information about their income, expenses, and other relevant financial activities. This trust in self-reporting is a cornerstone of the entire process. Secondly, the system incorporates mechanisms for verification, ensuring the accuracy and integrity of the reported information. This might involve cross-referencing data from various sources or conducting reviews to confirm compliance. These checks are a standard part of maintaining fairness and equity. Finally, the tax system is built with an inherent capacity for adjustment over time. Laws evolve, regulations are updated, and processes are refined to adapt to changing economic landscapes and societal needs. It is not a static, unyielding monolith, but rather a dynamic and evolving structure. While no system is ever truly perfect, the tax system is undeniably structured and operates with a defined logic. Understanding this inherent structure is what truly removes the fear and uncertainty often associated with taxes. It transforms a perceived monster into a comprehensible, albeit complex, machine. This knowledge empowers you to engage with the system rather than being intimidated by it. It's easy to jump to conclusions and assume the worst when a tax-related issue arises. However, it's a reassuring truth that most tax problems are not, in fact, emergencies or insurmountable crises. They are typically manageable situations that have clear, established pathways for resolution within the system. Often, what appears to be a major problem is simply a timing difference in reporting or payments. Perhaps a payment was made just after a deadline, or a refund is taking longer than expected to process. These are common occurrences that the system is designed to handle without immediate alarm. Another frequent cause of tax issues is missing information. This could be a forgotten document, an overlooked deduction, or an error in data entry. For small business owners, this might involve incomplete records or miscategorized expenses. The system often flags these discrepancies to request clarification, not to levy immediate penalties. Estimation mismatches are also very common, especially for those with fluctuating incomes or self-employment. If your estimated tax payments don't perfectly align with your actual income, you might owe a bit more or receive a smaller refund than anticipated. This is a normal part of the process, not a sign of wrongdoing. The tax system is specifically built to address these types of issues gradually and systematically. It provides avenues for communication, opportunities for correction, and often offers payment plans or appeal processes. When people panic, it's usually because they assume the worst-case scenario, rather than understanding that the situation is typically far less severe than imagined. Perspective truly matters here. Understanding is the most powerful tool you possess when navigating the world of taxes. It fundamentally changes how you perceive and experience the entire process, transforming potential sources of anxiety into manageable situations. For students and young adults, this understanding builds a crucial foundation for future financial literacy. When you receive a notice from the tax authorities, understanding transforms it from a terrifying summons into a simple piece of communication. You learn to read it, identify the specific issue, and understand the required next steps, rather than immediately fearing the worst. It becomes a request for information or clarification, not an accusation. Similarly, understanding changes owing money from a catastrophic financial blow into a timing issue or a manageable payment obligation. You learn about payment plans, interest accrual, and how to budget for future tax liabilities, integrating them into your overall financial planning. This proactive approach reduces stress significantly. Even the daunting prospect of an audit is transformed by understanding. Instead of a personal inquisition, it becomes a structured process of verification. You learn what to expect, how to prepare, and what your rights are, allowing you to approach it with calm confidence rather than paralyzing fear. It's a review, not a judgment. Ultimately, understanding takes the perceived complexity of taxes and breaks it down into something manageable and approachable. You don't need to become a tax expert or develop a love for tax forms. You simply need to understand them well enough to stay grounded, informed, and empowered. This knowledge is a cornerstone of sound financial literacy for everyone, from general taxpayers to small business owners. This channel exists for one singular, vital reason: to help you understand taxes clearly, calmly, and without the burden of fear. Our mission is to demystify the tax system for everyone, whether you're a student filing for the first time, a small business owner managing complex finances, or a general taxpayer seeking clarity. We believe that knowledge is the ultimate antidote to anxiety. We achieve this not through urgency, sensationalism, or fear-mongering. You won't find us promoting quick fixes or exploiting common anxieties. Our approach is grounded in providing straightforward, accessible explanations that empower you with genuine insight. We focus on the why and the how, breaking down complex concepts into understandable segments. Our goal is to foster financial literacy by explaining the processes, the purposes, and the practicalities of taxation. We aim to build your confidence, enabling you to approach your tax responsibilities with a sense of control and competence. This isn't about making taxes exciting. It's about making them understandable and less intimidating. Understanding is the bedrock upon which true confidence is built. When you understand the system, you gain the power to navigate it effectively, make informed decisions, and reduce the stress that so often accompanies tax season. This channel is your partner in that journey, providing the educational resources you need to feel secure and capable. As you move forward from this series, we encourage you to carry these fundamental insights with you. Remember this core truth: taxes are a system designed to function objectively, not to pass judgment on your personal worth or financial decisions. They are a structured process with established steps and resolutions, not an unpredictable crisis waiting to erupt. Taxes are an ongoing, integral part of life, a mechanism that funds the public services and infrastructure we all rely on. They are not a reflection of your personal value or a measure of your success. Embracing this perspective is incredibly liberating and empowering for every taxpayer, from students to seasoned entrepreneurs. When you approach taxes with this newfound understanding, armed with knowledge and a calm demeanor, they lose much of their power to create fear and anxiety. You transform from a passive recipient of tax demands into an active, informed participant in the system. This is the profound point and ultimate goal of this entire series. We hope this journey has equipped you with the tools and perspective to face your tax responsibilities with confidence and clarity. If you found today's video insightful and helpful, please give us a like. Your engagement inspires us to continue creating valuable, educational content for our community. Share this video with anyone who might benefit from a calmer, clearer understanding of taxes. Thank you once again for watching, and we wish you a financially empowered and stress-free journey ahead.